Salut, mes amis. This is Admirable welcoming you to the third installment of ETF2L Season 13 interview series, where we attempt to extract some insight from the Premier Division's finest minds. Today, we bring you the Gallic genius of PunchLine's solder mastermind, CaptainHax. Say hello to your fans, Pierre.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, man. I've started the interview so far by asking a fairly mundane question about players' TF2 fashion choices, but as you are French, I know you're already incredibly stylish. Perhaps you would humour me anyway and tell me which hats and miscellaneous items you're planning to wear in Season 13.
Oh, last season I started to wear the, I have like a Chewbacca helmet and big beard that make me look like Chewbacca, and I had something like, glasses and a big nose and a mustache right now. I had this mysterious thing.
Nice.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I like the theme you're going for there, Chewbacca. Can you do a Chewbacca impression?
No, I can't. Pla can, but I can't.
Wow.
I can try, but that sounds like
do
a John.
The fans want you to do it. Go for it, man. This is your moment,
something like that.
Okay, man, you have satisfied my hat fetish enough. Now, on to the proper interview. It's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start off, I'm going to sweeten you up by saying that you're one of my favourite soldiers and you're a real asset to your team. But you've been playing in the ETF2L for 1,555 days since you first signed up to a team, which is even longer than Darn. And you're probably a better soldier than that drunken Finnish mess. Why are you not more famous?
I've started to play. I think I was playing during season 1 with Fof at the moment, and was in, I think, Div 1, the old Premiership.
Yeah.
And we only last for a season, and after that, I've decided to stick with French people, and due to that, was not able to reach higher div, and I've just stayed in div 2, div 3, and that's it. That's why I'm not that famous, I think.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying, but I don't know. I just feel like you're awesome, man. You need to be represented. You need a fan club. You need the CaptainHax fan club. When's that going to happen?
I know, but for example, in the team there is Flippy and there is Tech that made a lot of video and mini clip, crack show, stuff like that, and that's why they have like a huge amount of fun. And I'm not like, I don't want to do such movie because I don't have time, and it's just useless, and that's why I have not like a huge amount of fun. I should make a lot of mini clips and stuff like that, but I don't really care, actually. I just want my team to.
Yeah. So, like, you think Flippy and Tech, they're tryhards, but you're just number one. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, especially Flippy. He likes when someone say, "Okay, it's Flippy Sniper." He will wipe my face off, and
I say that a lot, actually.
Yeah, he has a huge ego, but that's okay. That's okay.
Like, it's interesting what you say about French players there, because it seems to me that the French scene is very active, and it's like an unparalleled LAN scene in terms of TF2, and yet it's so inaccessible to non-French speakers. Would you like to see more of an international attendance to French events, or are you happy being the big fish in the small pond? Like, what needs to change to bring players, teams, and spectators in from outside France?
First of all, that's nice for me to be the winner of each LAN in France, actually, because I'm winning stuff. But yeah, for example, during last Gamers Assembly in Poitiers, France, there was, I think, Epsilon and Skij Mix at the... was something with Drozo and Luzu and so on. And yeah, that was nice to compete against such player during an event. And that was nice to have such LAN in France with European players. But every LAN that we are doing in France are not like comparable to Gamers Assembly. Sometimes it's just small LANs with not a huge crowd, so bringing European players there won't be like, how can I say, so entertaining for them. It will be useless for them.
Yeah, well, like say for example, right now people are talking about let's bring TF2 to DreamHack, or let's try and get more events. Do you think it would be better if the European scene just tried to support what's already there in France at the minute, or should we be aiming for these big, like, pipe dreams like DreamHack?
Supporting the France LAN won't be that huge for the TF2 community. Actually, it's better to have TF2 in DreamHack rather than to have a lot of people in French LANs, because French LANs are not like really covered in. I mean, in terms of esports coverage, almost nothing compared to DreamHack, and better for TF2 to be. I mean, we'd rather have like huge international events once a year rather than a lot of small events several times a year.
Yeah, you
it's
think
better for TF2.
We need to make a big impact and get recognized?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of a question here. I thought once or twice about bringing it in, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. It's a tough one. So as I've said, PunchLine soldiers and scouts, they're highly rated by pretty much everyone. However, I am particularly guilty myself of giving your demo man Flynn a hard time when I'm casting. From the outside, he appears to be the weakest player in your roster. Do you think I'm being unfair? Is it just the way your team likes to play? Do you guys even care about what I say on the stream?
No, we don't really care about what people say about the team. We are like a huge family right now. We've played for. I've started to play with Flippy, for example, for 2 years ago, and with Flynn, that's almost the same. And yeah, Flynn is the weakest point. It's clear that he needs to step up, but we don't. How can I say? We don't really care right now. If I think we can still manage to be like in top 3 with Flynn, and that would be perfect for us. And yeah, sometimes he does scrappy things. Sometimes he's like carrying the team, but I can't really say. Yeah, he's needs to step up, but I can't. I can't kick him. That would be bad for the mood of the team. We would rather stick like that. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely understand. I'm trying to be mean, try and get some drama, but like, is that something? Is that something that maybe, as you're the caller for the team, right? Is that a consideration for you? Like, do you tell Flynn to play a bit passively when he's up against like Kyrus or Numlocked? Can he compete with these like top level demo men?
Actually, I think he's not that bad. The main problem with Finn is game sense. It's so crap, and he can't manage to take the good decision against good demo man. And I'm trying to change his game style, because right now he's playing passive, and you can't play passive against such demo man. You have to be aggressive, and you have to focus the demo man. And you have to do some crazy things actually, and he don't think about crazy thing, and I'm trying to make him think about it. And during PCW, I'm trying to make him jump more on the opposite team and stuff like that, so he can get experience and can think about it during officials. So we will see what he will be doing during official. But I'm quite confident that now he's a bit more able to compete with Unlocked or Kajus or even Red Shock. But yeah,
Red Shock, he's terrible.
Yeah. Red Shock is good, but it depends on which days, I would say.
Yeah. So, what am I going to say here? Do you think that Flynn himself, does he feel like he doesn't have confidence? Does he think he's a bad player, or like not a bad player, but does he feel that he's letting you down? Or
Yeah, he's certain to be a bad player, and yeah, he needs to cheer up a little bit because sometimes, yeah, he thinks a lot about being bad, I think, and he don't really think about bringing it down. But he need to be more. How can I word again? Can't find my word today.
Confident.
Yeah, confident. You need to be confident about his gameplay, and he needs to do what he was doing like 2 years ago. Because years ago he was a beast, and now he's just not that beast that he was. Was not English at all. What I said, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think confidence is a really big part of playing in the Premiership. You need to have faith in your decisions and your teammates, and that's like so key. But like moving on from this, then totally different change of tack. I've already got some good content from you. I'm gonna go for the jugular, man. I'm going for the big drama. In the previous interview I did with Heis, I learned that there's some bad blood between Droso, maybe Donut, and PunchLine. I'd like to sort of play the part of the peacemaker here and see if I can't get you guys to kiss and make up. Like, what can you tell us about this whole situation?
I won't say I will make up with Drozo. I don't like him. He don't likes me. He doesn't like me, I mean. And yeah, that's it. That's okay. We won't be friends, and that's fine with me. I'm pretty sure he's fine with it. But yeah, we didn't, for example, with Donut, we didn't have any sort of problem with him in the team. And today I just learned from Drozo itself. I mean, it was Drozo telling Tech that Nitros doesn't want to play us anymore. They just want to play the official versus against us because they have to, but they don't want to play any PCW because of Donuts, and that's because he doesn't want to play against us right now. Because I don't know why. Because we, like for example, a week ago we played versus them, and it was very good. We didn't say anything bad, or I can't. I don't know. I like them. I like Ice, for example. He's a nice guy, and I don't really have any sort of problem with the other one, and don't really care about playing against Grozo as long as he's keeping his mouth shut. That's fine with me.
Is that the main reason that there is this issue anyway? Droso can't keep his mouth shut. You think he talks a lot of trash, or?
Yeah. Actually, what I don't like with him is that I'm pretty sure this guy is such a wonker when he's around people that make him feeling more confident about him, and when he's with people that's not what I want to say.
You mean when he's with his friends, he talks a lot of shit, but if you met him in real life, he wouldn't say anything?
Not in particular, because, for example, during Gamers, somebody was with the Skij Mix, was pretty confident about TF2, and I think he was saying some bad stuff, and I don't like that. You know, when he was doing LAN with French people, for example, he was not that confident and saying stuff like he was saying during Gamers Assembly. So that's mainly the reason why I don't like him, and maybe some bad habits about trolling him and stuff like that. And you know, it's like a whole rivalry, so I can't really say how it started. It's like when you talk about the drama between French and English, for example, they don't like each other, but you don't really know why. It started like so. It was years ago, so you can't really say why it started.
Well, maybe like a few wars and stuff might have been part of that.
Yeah, a few wars and stuff. But...
Have you ever gone to war with Droso? Do you feel that you're at war with Droso?
No. I won't.
You don't care about him?
No, I don't really care. As I said, I don't like him. He doesn't like me. That's fine. That's okay. I don't really care.
So looking to the future, looking into my crystal ball, will there ever be a chance for you to be to bury the hatchet, you know, to put your differences aside and maybe not be friends, but just be cool with each other?
I think we are quite cool with each other right now. There is no problem with Drozo at all. As I said, the problem with Nitros comes from Donuts, apparently. And Drozo, that's not Drozo that say, I don't want to play against PunchLine anymore. That's Donuts. I don't know why. Maybe you should try to interview him.
Okay. Well, like, just to get off this topic then, just to put it to rest, is there anything you'd like to say to Droso or Donut? You know, maybe extend the olive branch and offering a peace offering, you know?
The thing I want to say, it's that's sad to say I don't want to play against this team anymore because I don't like them. That's a fucking game. Yeah, you don't like the player you're playing against, but I should be. I mean, I'm quite happy to rape the face of people I don't like in TF2, and that's sort of motivation for me to play against them. Yeah. You know, people you don't like play again. I mean, people you don't like, you always like. Okay, I kill him. That's nice. I'm quite happy.
Big smile on your face when you kill Droso.
Yeah, exactly. That's sad. That's just sad. I like to play against Nitros because there was upcoming team and there was quite good. And if they don't want to play anymore, that's fine with me. I will find another opponent. But I just think that it's sad. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get to the bottom of this once they hear this interview. We'll find out what's really going on. But moving on. Next question I've got lined up for you, man. Season 12 was a real breakthrough for PunchLine. You got some big results against the top teams. During the season, you made the playoffs, which was quite an achievement for an all-French side. But right before you took down TCM Gaming on 2 maps, Epsilon's manager Slick made an infamous comment on Vanilla TF2, saying that you were, and I quote, a solid low Prem contender. And yet at the start of this season, Epsilon wanted to steal some of PunchLine's players for their new roster. What's the deal? What's the relationship between PunchLine and Slick, and what do you think of Epsilon in general?
Yeah, that's sad to see that Slick is trying to steal people from other team. That's the game. That's how it's always worked. But saying, for example, that Take was not that a good soldier, and like after the season he wants to pick him up, play with Epsilon. That's I can't find the word, but that's sad. And yeah, Tech refused to play with Epsilon because he know that in PunchLine, in Epsilon, he won't find that what he have PunchLine, the sort of family and the friendship and stuff like that.
That seems to be something that I hear from like Heis and Darn in the previous interviews, that when they put the team together, what they're really thinking about or what they want, and I suppose it applies to everybody, is to players that they enjoy playing with. But like, for example, Epsilon, who have just went and tried to put together the team that is the best, they've taken the best players. Do you think that's going to be successful for them? Like, if they start to lose games, will they just fall apart? What do you think?
I have no idea. Sometimes, yeah, the people can react bad when they lose. I'm pretty sure that if they lose, that will be hard with that rosters, but who knows? Yeah, they will probably fold. Lux will rage, Mike will rage quit, and that's it. But yeah, they won't probably not gonna lose. I don't know.
Yeah. So like, obviously, I'm painting Slick out in a bad light here, which is maybe not fair because he's done a lot for TF2. He sends teams to LAN and stuff. But for example, if the opportunity came up, maybe next season, if Epsilon were looking for a team, would you guys consider working with Slick? Would you join Epsilon as a team?
I have no idea. I can say really. I'm not even sure that next year there will be a PunchLine anymore. I'm considering to quit the game in like 6 months or something, so I don't know if they're gonna stick with they're not gonna try to replace me or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, okay then, just bouncing off that question then, if you could pick your own replacement, who would you pick to replace you? Do you think you are replaceable?
That would be hard because I'm calling and I'm so good at soldier, so you have to find someone that is as good as me as soldier and someone that is calling, or at least capable of calling and prove during the training. I would say that the best replacement at the moment for me would be Luzu, because he can speak French, and that is... I won't say that he's a great soldier, like he is not on top of the Premiership, but yeah, he's a good soldier.
He's got potential.
Yeah, he's got potential. He needs a stable team to improve.
Okay, well let me throw a curveball at you then. I'll throw a name at you and you tell me what you think. A French player, plays soldier, top level experience, is a caller, Epsilon's Nox. Could he play in PunchLine?
Tough question. Really, I won't see him playing with PunchLine. I don't know why, but he will be raging. Our playstyle is so different from Epsilon, and he won't be happy with playing with PunchLine, I think. I've seen that during the Nation Camp because he was playing Medic with us.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't think our playstyle is really okay to fit with Knox expectation.
Okay. So I've got 2 more questions for you, man. We're already past the 20-minute mark, but we'll say that Season 13 is already underway. Barely any games have been played, and Epsilon are already number 1. Do you think that's going to change? And where do you see PunchLine fitting in the Premier Division this season?
Really, I hope we will reach the top 4 to play the playoff. I think that we can beat BFF. Epsilon will be hard to beat, almost impossible, I think. And the other team, for example, Deschateau and maybe Quarantine, I think we are better than them. So it should be easy game for us, this team. And after that, I think that there is like 3 teams that are like almost the same. You as Crackland and Nitros. I think I'm missing a team, I guess. Or maybe no. But yeah, I think that there is like at least 4 teams that can pretend to the top 3 and top 4 spots. So it will be like a hard competition to reach these spots. But
so
nice.
You think that number 1 is pretty much a done deal? No one's going to compete with Epsilon, but it'll be really interesting with the 3 teams below them?
Yeah, I think Epsilon will be number 1. That's almost sure. And I guess BFF has a lot of chance to reach top 2. And after that, it will be something between Nitros, PunchLine, and Crackland, I think.
Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable. So, already this season, PunchLine have used a wildcard, so I'm assuming that you're going to incur a minor warning from that for week 1. What do you think of the new stricter rule set for ETF2L that's been imposed on the Premier Division?
That's a bit of... I mean, it's strict, okay, but teams should... I mean, you have time to schedule the game, stuff like that. So yeah, if you can't play during the game, during the due week, that's okay. I mean, it gets you to be punished for that. And I mean, when you sign up, you know the rules, so deal with it and fine with the new rules and stuff like that. It's better for TF2, and games won't be delayed for like 4 weeks that like we had during previous season and stuff like that. So yeah, that's nice. Sometimes it's a pity to use a wildcard during first week, but yeah, I will deal with it.
Okay, and what do you think about the STV demos? Is that a good rule? Is that something that you would actually use? Would you sit down maybe? Are you keen? Would you sit down and watch an STV demo from a previous Premiership game and try and figure out how to beat your opponent?
I don't have time to watch demos and stuff like that. So I will just leave it for the mates, and they wanna. For example, K3, he watched a lot of demo, I think, and yeah, he will like probably to have this demo so easily, find it so easily. So yeah, I like it, and that's nice for the player from lower div to get experience from top div player and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So I'm gonna wrap things up here before we run on to an hour, and I'll say this has been cool. I really enjoyed your French wit. Anything final you want to say? You want to plug your sponsors, your team? You want to just call out Droso again? I'll give you a chance.
I'm fine with Droso, But yeah, I like to thank Dude. It's our how can I say, our manager from PunchLine, and guy that is paying stuff for us, the LAN and stuff like that. And yeah, he's such a nice guy, and he's always making us feeling more confident about us. And yeah, that's it. I just want to fix him.
It's a beautiful thing. I'd like to thank you for your time, and just let everybody know that this has been the third in the ETF2L interview series for season 13. There will be more coming, so stay tuned.